Well, how y'all doing? Lord of mercy, it's Dan. I want to welcome everyone to my home in the sticks. Wherever you're at in the world, I hope you had a great week and hope everything's good with you. But over here in East Central Mississippi, I'm here to tell you we're starting to get a little bit of rain, and yeah, we could use just a little bit. Before we get started on today's video, I'm always going to say that if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you return and just see what old Dan's got going on over here, I sure enough thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is, Lord of mercy, it has been a dangerous, long, and exhausting 3 weeks. So give me a second, we're finna get off in this shack, and I'm going to tell you about it. Dan, where you been for the last 3 weeks or so? Well, I'm here to tell you it has been an interesting and dangerous 3 weeks, to be honest with you. I don't know if anybody keeps up with national news, but we had, well, not in Leake County where I work, but in a county about 70 miles away, 4 inmates escaped from a jail in that county, and that was Hinds County. I'm gonna put some clips up and just show you what I'm talking about.
Police say these are the men that sparked a massive multi-state manhunt across the South. Inmates on the run after escaping Sunday from a Mississippi jail. The violent tear has taken at least one life. 66-year-old pastor Anthony Watts. Police say he stopped to help Arrington, thinking he was a stranded motorcyclist. This surveillance video appears to show Arrington run off the road. Seconds later, you see the pastor's truck slow down, then back up before stopping to help. Police say that's when Arrington shot him repeatedly, stealing his truck and leaving him to die on the side of the road.
The manhunt continues for 3 of 4 inmates who escaped the Raymond Detention Center near Jackson, Mississippi, Saturday night. Authorities identifying the men as Casey Grayson, Corey Harrison, Jerry Raines, and 22-year-old Dylan Arrington. The escapees involved doing time for different crimes. Officials believe Arrington died today inside a burning home during a shootout with police. They also suspect him of shooting a deputy in the leg before the home he was barricaded inside went up in flames. Authorities had warned the public Arrington was considered armed and dangerous. Investigators say the group had stolen a public works truck and used it to crash through jail gates. Police eventually locating that vehicle abandoned near Houston. Residents from Mississippi to Texas asked to be on the lookout.
Both died. Jerry Raines has been arrested and Corey Harrison remains on the run. Arrington died in a house fire during a standoff with deputies in Leake County. He's also accused of killing a pastor while being out on the run. Grayson died in Louisiana, and Raines was arrested in Spring Valley, Texas.
So as you have seen in the clips that I put up, we'll refer to these inmates as 1 through 4. The first inmate was found in Leake County, where I work at, and right off the bat, I'm going to give huge props to the Leake County Sheriff's Office, the Marshal Service, and all the other agencies that were involved in this incident. But he, the first inmate, was in Leake County. The second inmate was captured in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. The third inmate was found deceased in Louisiana, and the fourth inmate was just recently captured in Crystal Springs, Mississippi. Unfortunately, in the incident in Leake County, a Leake County deputy was injured, but I'm going to say that deputy is good to go and he is recovering now, so that's a good thing. For the last few weeks have been dealing with that, doing what I do as a deputy in Leake County, and it just, yeah, it was just an awful mess. But I'm kind of glad that it ended the way that it did, because now we don't, the citizens of Leake County don't have to worry about someone on the loose possibly hurting or killing somebody in Leake County or anywhere else. So enough about that. Another thing that's been going on with old Dan is old Dan has been invited to instruct or teach at the Leake County Law Enforcement Training Academy, which is something that I really enjoy doing. It allows me to put all of my training out there to somebody else where I could spread the word or teach. And I'm really, really excited about that. And I have taught a few classes already. And that's another reason why you haven't seen me, because yeah, a typical day when I'm teaching is 17, 18 hours. So it is what it is, but it is something that I truly enjoy doing. And lastly, Lord of mercy, over the weekend, last weekend, my partner and I, we actually had to respond to a domestic disturbance. And in the process of dealing with that domestic disturbance, we had to arrest a person, and this person was highly intoxicated, and it was a fight just to get this person secured in one of our patrol vehicles, because they definitely had to go to jail. And in the process of effecting that arrest, I think I tore something in my rotator cuff. I did go to the hospital on the day that it happened. Took some x-rays, nothing was dislocated or broke, but the doctors do believe that it may be a tear or something going on with my rotator cuff. So I am scheduled for an MRI, and I think that is going to tell a tale as to what happens next. I really hate it because I don't want to be at home. I want to be at work doing what I do, but it is what it is. A funny thing is, one of the guys that I worked with, he was like, you know, Dan, you old guys don't heal like you used to. You ain't no spring chicken no more. So I thought that was kind of funny, and yeah, it is true. That's what I have been doing. I'm gonna tell you, in 3 weeks of not being able to cut grass, the grass has gotten extremely high. I put a couple of pictures up of it because it got really bad. But what I did manage to do was get the weed eater out and carefully weed eat around the shack and the shop. And yeah, it was just awful. I mean, the weeds done got so high you couldn't even see the shack. Well, no, that's incorrect. But the weeds got high. That's what old Dan has been dealing with and doing for the last 3 weeks. And I'm sorry I couldn't get on any sooner and let you know. But things happened just real quickly, and it was just, you know, things that I had to do and things I had to deal with. So I wanted to bring everybody up to speed as to why you haven't seen me. I may have a little downtime, depends what's going on with this shoulder over here. So maybe I'll be able to get some stuff out and just share what I got going on over here. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Well, all right, that's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today. Lord of mercy, just a bunch of stuff going on over here at the Home of the Sticks and where old Dan works, but it's all good. We're past that, but I just wanted to bring everybody up to speed as to where I've been and what's been going on. And yeah, maybe we're gonna get a little bit more time here in the future to get some creating done, because you know I like to share stuff, especially what I do over here. So again, I hope everybody has a show enough good end of the week, and I hope you stay safe amid this crisis. Lord of mercy, that's going on everywhere. If you like this video, go and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home of Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come over here and give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff like teaching again. That being said, you know what's coming, Dan reference show enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody, you sure enough get your shine on. Be you, it's important. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.